Hi, I'm Roland. I'm a respiratory consultant here at Queen Alexandra Hospital, and I want to talk to you today about Hanukkah. I am Jewish. I'm a Jew who was born and brought up in the Jewish community in North Manchester, and one of my favourite festivals growing up, of which there are many Jewish festivals, was Hanukkah, which is our Jewish festival of light. Hanukkah occurs around the time of Christmas. It varies its date from one year to the next, but in late November into late December. And this year Hanukkah starts on the evening of the 18th of December. It runs over 8 evenings, and the last evening is the 26th of December. The tradition of Hanukkah comes from a miracle that occurred before Christ was born in Jerusalem. The temple in Jerusalem had been sacked by invaders, and Maccabean Revolt reclaimed the temple, but found it had all of its valuable content removed. They worked to re-establish the ark that holds the scrolls of our Torah, which is our holy narrative, something called the Aron Kodesh. And above the Aron Kodesh is something we call an eternal light, and that eternal light in those days was lit with oil. They managed to find, through all of the rubble and the debris, a very small single vial of olive oil, which would normally only be enough to light the candle, the flame, for a single day. But miraculously, this very small bottle of olive oil lasted for 8 whole days until they were able to get some more supplies. And it's that miracle, the tiny amount of olive oil burning continuously for the 8 days, which is what we celebrate, and with it the celebration of reclaiming the temple. The celebration of Hanukkah is a very traditional family-based celebration, and it involves the lighting of candles on the menorah. These are menorahs. This is a modern menorah. You'll be very familiar with this because it is moved into our culture related to Christmas as well, and this is a more traditional menorah. There is a dominant candle on both, and this is the candle that you light the other candles with, and you light one candle a night. So on the first night I will light the dominant candle, and I will light one candle, and then each night I add an additional candle, so that by the end the dominant candle and all 8 candles are lit, and it looks very pretty and beautiful. And we say a prayer when we light the candles. The tradition is to try and do this with your neighbours, and particularly to try and involve people who may be in any way socially isolated. So make sure that if it's a pensioner perhaps who lives by themselves, or somebody that struggles to have company, that they are included, and that you either invite them to your home to light the candles with you, or you take the whole kit and caboodle to their home and light the candles with them. The other traditions associated with Hanukkah are food-based. Judaism is very family and food orientated religion, and because it's about olive oil, it's all about deep frying. So potato latkes, which many of you will probably have tried, it's a bit like hash browns, and even more deliciously, deep fried donuts filled with jam and sprinkled with sugar are a really hard treat for us to share together as families. I was born and brought up in this tradition in Manchester, and lit candles with friends, family and neighbours throughout my childhood. And as an adult, I have been able to share that tradition with my children, who are all many different ages now, up to 25, but the youngest is 5, believe it or not. And every year we light the Hanukkah candles together, say the prayers, and it's a lovely way of maintaining that tradition and having that connection. For me, being Jewish is really about who I am. It's about my identity, my core self, and the dominant theme in that is my relationships with both my grandmothers and my mother. A very matriarchal religion. my grandmothers were really strong and inspirational women, both from different traditions. My mother's mother, my nana, was an Iraqi Jew. Her family were from Basra in Iraq, and she was a fluent Iraqi speaker and a wonderfully ebullient, charismatic lady whose mission in life was to feed the world several times over. And the happiest memories I have as a child are sitting around a dinner table with 20 or 30 people eating wonderful Iraqi food, which effectively involves huge trays stacked high with rice and salads, and then lots of meats and sauces to go with them. That's the Sephardi tradition, which is Spanish and Portuguese, but a lot of people in the Middle East are Sephardi Jews. My grandma is an Ashkenazi Jew, and she was born and brought up in Palestine, and actually lost her family and ended up being brought up in an orphanage there. And the Ashkenazi Jews have a slightly different tradition to the Sephardis, but it was wonderful for me growing up to have all of that rich cultural inheritance, and I feel that my grandmothers in particular and that inheritance are the things that shape me into the kind and compassionate person that I hope I am today. Anyway, that's my Hanukkah story for you, delivered to try and show and celebrate the diversity of our population here in the hospital. And I'd just like to finish by wishing you all a Hag Sameach, which is the traditional greeting of Jewish people to each other to celebrate our holiday. Hag Sameach.